Aye, aye, lads.
Do you care about the self-bounce from Boomerang? I think so, man. We have 16 bounce targets. Can't like surely that's enough. So sometimes even seem rip if the first one was on a token. Call me Big Daddy Adam Sandler, yeah boy. Bruv, what is our last card, man? I'm losing my mind here. Rest in peace. A good Thrall boy. We're gonna want more dragoons. Ang surely fine. But you don't get the discount, man. And Ang, like, is Ang even a good card? Like, they just recast the fucking spell. Split Up is quite cool with the drums, yeah. I don't have Sheltered, no, because Sheltered would be instead of Boomerang Basics if we were playing the Esteli Reclaimer, but I don't think we are. I mean, should we just try the damn dragon? Nah. Remove a counter from this creature. When a creature deals combat damage to a player or planeswalker this turn, draw a card. Alright, give me these Detect Intrusions. Let's see if they're any good. Thrall. Alright, this is a classic problem. I'm trying to play 3 Rest in Peace. Just play 4, bro. Stop messing around. Streamer's got another 1 mana I draw cards deck. Because they're just fun, dude. When did we stop having fun in this life? My only worry about this deck is that I've got a lot of cards where I haven't upgraded the art. So that probably means there's a lot of bad cards in this deck. Okay, this card sucks. Let's remove it. Okay, this game sucks. Let's uninstall it. Five cards in a motherfucking dream. Does Sage even have art? I'm not sure. Is he too afraid to play the qualifier, or did he already qualify? I'll play the best of 3 one, man. I did a couple of tries of the best of 1. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Robot Tribal. Hold the phone. Robot Tribal, huh? Excuse me, up, this card does not say robot. This card does not say robot. Man, they should make a Mockingbird for enchantments so you can copy Seam Rip. I guess I'll go Pix Lord. Next time the Nuisance draws 3, that seems quite goddamn nice, if you ask me. Like, I get, this guy, he is a little bit awkward with the drum, but... I mean, if the price of being awkward is draw a card, I guess it's not too bad. Oppa is playing Teamer Robot Artifacts. Right, guys, our deck is gas, or what? It seems gas. What? Oh my god, non-fairy. What the fuck? No, it's a fairy! No! What the hell? Wait. I guess that means we can play the fairy counter spells, though. I can't bounce anything. It's a fairy. I mean, I guess I should bounce this just to get the +1/+1 counter. Alright, accidental slight non-bow there. Chrome Dome! Once they're empty-handed, we can actually bounce this Seam Rip and target something else, because they won't be able to make a bunch of tokens anymore anyway. That could be quite cool. So, chat, how would I go about dealing 2 further damage this turn? Conjure an eagle. Yeah, I guess we don't have lethal, huh? Should be playing Ego, to be fair. I've only cast 1-drops in this game in the Shepherd, man. It's doing the job, though, just about. Oppo goes to 2, hopefully I'm not dead. This would be a crazy turn to have the Detect Intrusion. Crokeyz boyus. Alright, come on, Oppo, don't make too many flyers. Why did they tap the ship to the pollinator? The green splash is psychotic. It's splashing for Gene Pollinator instead of splashing white for the removal spell. Does not make any sense. I played against the surveillance cam in Brawl and Historic a bit, so I'd like to go back and try the Jeskai Artifacts deck we were playing with this. Now, we don't have Emery, so I don't know if there's anything too good that we can untap, but it's a very nice card, man. Alright, Makdee. Artifacts and creatures your opponents control enter tapped. Seems good. Activated abilities of artifacts, creatures, and planeswalkers can't be activated. Seems good. Counter instant, sorcery, or triggered ability. Seems bad. Now, the Clarion Conqueror does stop me using my drum, but I think it's still worth it. I mean, maybe I should cut 2 of the Sages, keep the Nuisances, because we're bringing in 2 other 3-drops here. Wan Shi Tong does not do anything, does it? Against an artifact deck? Don't think so. Got 1 drum. I maybe should just have 4 dragons sideboard and then just swap them out for all the drums. But with only 2 dragons, I don't think we can justify cutting the drums, man. Because we're much more likely to actually draw a drum than we are to draw a conqueror, right? What about me, chat? Just a basic plains and 4 tundras. No big deal. The only question is, any gas in this deck? I would really like to get this dragon down before they turn this ship into a creature. I think there's a chance they get it into a creature this turn though. Especially with the buff effect. Yeah, they're gonna do it here, huh? Oppo? What the hell, man? Why? Why'd you do that? Drum. Torch the tower. Toxic card. Do-do-do-do-do. Oh, please, man. What are you doing? What the hell are they doing? They're gonna get more tokens here, but I mean the alternative is immediately die, so let's take the die later strat. We do have Riddle Diddles next turn, which is, I mean, it's bigger than any of their creatures at least. The question is, can we hold? Go to 3. Then... they go to 5. Or I go to 3 life. They go to 5 station. The next turn they need to cast the Emissary and tap another 1-drop. Then the Riddler blocks this. And I'll block the drum with Pixie and I'll take 2. And I'm alive on 1. Why did they work? I don't know, but warping has kept me alive for a turn. Wow, insane Momo. A free creature and another card from the Riddler. We're currently alive on 2 life. Hold! Okay, Chrome Dome top deck's a bit cooked, but... I'm actually dead. I think that's the only card in the deck that kills me there. Brutal. Undeserved dub there for the artifact boy. You think Oppo's overcooking? I just think the 1-drop, the green 1-drop over Reliquary is crazy talk. Robot. Turn to a dragon on the play is very nice. Very nice indeed. Now I don't really like have a removal spell or anything here, but hey, what are you gonna do? Sacrifice this creature to counter a spell that targets an artifact or creature you control. Okay. Be nice if I could Mockingbird this, but I wouldn't actually be able to activate it myself because the dragon's symmetrical. Dig. I need to dig for my next dragon, because you've got to assume this one will die at some point. Well, now I can take the Mockingbird, right? They're cooked, mate. They are cooked. Horseman shit coming through. This deck is fucking gas. Holy moly. Such cool cards too. Well, that was cool. That was very cool. Are we really not interested in more than one Mockingbird? With the Shepherds? Maybe not. I do take Pixie like basically every time. Shepherd guy's so fucking gas. God damn. Hits your land drops too. Crazy. Yep, this is mad. Alright, it would be a shame if we just died to Kavero, wouldn't it? The value pile when it meets the combo deck. Womp womp. What? Why is he not discounted? And scan? That was lame. We can't counter Cavero, but we can counter a triggered ability. That is true. We are threatening to draw 3 here. You want some Brexit tunes? I'll give you some Brexit tunes. The songs I bought, this song slaps, man. Slaps beyond belief. Hello, Oppo. Oppo? Let's play the game, man. I'm just casting a couple of little flyers. It's nothing to be afraid of. Does the nuisance, like, when you activate this, it's like an emblem. If they kill in response, does it still work? Like, does it have to resolve with the creature already in play? I know if they kill the creature afterwards, you still draw with your other creatures, but... Can you just press it with no fear, or do you have to wait? I've not really used it too much, this guy. No fear? Okay, great news. Oh, the deck's just insane. Like, am I crazy? The deck is insane. Non-stop value town. With enough damage too to threaten life totals. The Riddlers are looking kind of bad though, just because my hand's always full. Stop killing my shit. What the hell is this? Stop, Oppo. Don't you fucking dare kill my stuff. They did something, they did do something, finally. No harvesters, please. My Momo. Cavero. Frickin' Cavero. The instant rebuild. We should be able to rebuild just every turn, I think. I don't see how you get to the point where you don't rebuild every turn. They can now just cast bomb after bomb for the rest of the game as well, but we will just make a board every turn, I believe. Detect Intrusion, okay. I just need to keep my drum open, right? But now it's time to find out do I get a stop or not for this intrusion with the drum? I mean, I don't really want to find that out in the metagame challenge. But I guess I'll do it, chat, for you. Does it give me a stop? It does. Cool. I mean, that is sick. That is very cool indeed. Bouncing the Sage is also nice, but we'll bounce the creatures that die to Harvesters and stuff. This is also a banger if you're a Brexit tune enjoyer. Yep, got confused for a second there. The value train is not stopping. I think it will never stop. I don't see how it can stop. Like, it can stop if they kill me, but it's not going to stop, like, if they plan to grind. They better have a combo up their sleeve. I mean, in this game, they've cast 4 Hexes, 2 Better Triumphs, and 2 Harvesters, who still got a full board. A full board and a full hand. That was kind of insane. This seems like a 4 intrusion matchup. It also seems like a rest in peace matchup. But intrusion works on Cavero, yes? They will just have a... They will have a 4/4 creature. Better to copy the Sage there, yeah, but copying the Sage just feels bad because I won't get 2 Sages, right? I only get 1 Sage if I do it with a Mockingbird. Correct or incorrect? True or false? Take a seam rip. Bounce seems pretty bad. You don't really want to bounce Caveros, do you? And it's sorcery speed as well for their removal spells. Is there a way to abuse Riddler? Yeah, we got the Momo discounts the warp to 1. And the hard cast to 4. Then we can use it with the drum and stuff, right? To make mana bounce it back with basics or pixie. We can just use the Riddler the same way we've been using the Shepherd, really. The Sages seem like the worst cards that we play, to be honest. They're the only ones that need work to get in play, right? If you can get them in play, they're good, but they're kind of they're the ones that can brick your hand a bit. Like here, when they take the Riddler, I can just never get these things in play now. They might take the Rest in Peace though. Where are my cheap cards? Yeah, that... I don't know, Chad. I don't know if I like these Sages. They are awkward, aren't they? They are mighty, mighty awkward. They're bricking my whole hand, which means they're bricking the whole game. Scan, I need to hold up my counters now. I can't even... I still can't play it. I do like that that you get a stop for the intrusion at least. That's good. These intrusions are gas too. There's a lot to like about this, but the sages, no, 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 no. Okay. So much bouncing, it's fun as hell, isn't it? Chad, I think you're underselling how goddamn sick this is. What did they do? Discard? Bro, stop. Why do you keep taking the sages? Is there any point in bouncing the Pixie and casting the Pixie? Or do you just bounce the Shepherd? I guess, like, if I brick on something to spend the 1 mana on, it's an extra damage with Momo, right? But it is worth it. Because only because I don't have anything else that costs 1 here, though. The Momo has summoning sickness, by the way. Good job, mate. Well played. That's a summoning sick Momo. Very cool. They didn't pay double blue for the Cavero. What? Momo should have haste. Facts. Shepherd is so goddamn nice. Oh, I got 5/7 mana. 1, 3, 4, 7. Okay. Alô, 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 Oppo! come on, man. Stop interrupting my fun with your slow play. I should have played the land first there because of the dumb Momo trigger. Finish off the turn with a little draw 4. Okay, draw 3. Next turn, draw 10. Go on, chat. Can I get a bit of fucking hype going? This is sick. What a bunch of goddamn jaded dorks. This is what we've been dreaming of. No hype is cringe. Okay, fair. I guess because of the harvester, I shouldn't play the other nuisance out here. Oppo needs the new 3 mana -2/-2. Oppo is actually a beast at drawing removal, to be fair to them. They are a removal finder. Chat, I know why you're not hyped about this deck. It's because I've got islands and plains. And all Azorius decks are cringe, yes? Even when they're doing something cool, they're still not cool because they're Azorius. That's why you hate it. Landfall Donkey, huh? We're not exactly packing removal here, but I'm sure I won't just die to one creature. The Sage of the Skies, these things just cannot be in this deck. They're so bad, but I can't remove them because it's a goddamn event. Are we packing? We're packing some flyers. Well, a lot of flyers. No removal though. He still can't play this next turn. I'd need to top deck Drum, right? But why do all the versions of this deck that I've seen have like 4 copies of this though? Isn't it obvious after like 1 game that it sucks? What am I missing here? I still can't use it. It's a tilt. People just love lifelink. That's fair. Shepherd better than Riddler so far? Yes. But that doesn't necessarily mean you don't play both, right? Flying cubbers! Maybe the cub will help us do the Sage of the Skies. Ah, sing, she. None of these creatures have trample yet. Are the only sources of trample in their deck, in the landfall deck, is it the enchantment, right? The double guy does not give trample, does he? Pixie sadly cannot target the starting town. Or the Hydra has trample, yes, but I'm talking about giving these guys trample. I did it. I'm like dead on board, but I deployed the Sage. When a land counter enters, put a quest counter on this enchantment. When you do it, if it has 4 or more quest counters, put a counter on a creature and it gains trample. It only gets trample after the 4th counter. Okay. I think they'll be able to give 2 creatures trample, is that right? This set more exciting than the first Strixhaven set? More exciting though. First Strixhaven set was when my eyes first set upon a Mystical Archives art. Which is one of the most exciting times I've had in Magic. Because Mystical Archives is fucking shit clean. Right, nobody played a spell in that game that wasn't a creature. stupid. Makdee and Itla. Not that good against them, right? Because they don't have haste. Counter triggered ability. Counter triggered ability. No. Me Wan Shi Long Dong. Where does Clarion help? Don't they have like Cubs and Mana Dark? Do they not have elves and stuff? It's mono green, man. Surely they've got the elves. This guy, man. This goddamn guy. I do love Springleaf Drum. What a card. Sage is good with Cosmic Grand. I think they both suck, bro. Neither of them should be in the deck. In my humble, yet incredibly correct opinion. I can do this for X equals 2? Yes? If I want to do it for 2, I need to do it now, so let's do it. Haha! Any fetch lands, Oppo? You're about to get Wan Shi Long Dong! Okay. I think we've got enough juice out of the drum here. I need to Clarion first, which means I need to use the drum first, which means I need to drum the Momo. I could have attacked for one more if I tapped the Wan Shi Tong, but the Wan Shi Tong can block though. Oh, that was good. More like Wan Shi No Dong, because birds have cloacas. I was just trying to make a joke, man. You didn't need to exert your biological superiority over me. My knowledge of birds is superficial, to say the least. I know they can fly, and I know they sometimes have feathers. And they sometimes have beaks. Maybe they always have beaks. Any non-beak birds on planet Earth? They do not. I know they do not always have feathers, but they may always have beaks. What is a beak? Is a beak a bird-specific like thing? Is there no beak without bird? What's the definition of beak? I have no idea. Octopus have beaks. I'm not scared of a damn chocobo. But what actually is the definition of beak? You're saying octopus has one, and that's cool. But why do they have one? What about their face says beak? Squid and octopi are the birds of the sea. But if I seam rip the forest, which you can't do because it's non-land permanent, by the way. This hand's so awkward here, I'm like, I keep floating mana. Horse patches. Chat, nobody's answered my question so far, and it's upsetting me. What is the checklist for declaring beak? I asked a biologist, is this a beak? What would they look for to be able to answer my question? They would look for a beak. Well, that's not really what I meant. It's vibes based. Well, that's fair. Beaks are like nails. Nah. Not buying it. My opponent's 1-drop seems like it should probably be smaller than a 5/6 to be fair, you know? It's a bit unfair when it's a 5/6. Yeah, we're playing Flyers, and we're gonna die to a flightless bird. What a sad world. Streamer, is a beak a nose or a mouth? Yeah, I would say it's a mouth. A beak is a mouth. Or at least it's equivalent to a mouth, innit? They don't smell through their beak, do they? They might smell through like what's inside the beak, but they don't smell through the beak material itself. Why would they need to smell? What do you mean, why would they need to smell? Being able to smell helps you survive in the world. Isn't that the whole goal? Is to live another day?